Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another night here at ARCS Racing Networks. We come live from Dover for our A Squared Championship Racing tonight. In the booth, we have myself tonight being all by my lonesome. SK here calling the action. Gonna bring up our points for the A Squared tonight. First, we are going to have Bossy Geo still leading the points and the charge. In second, Deplorable Me 44, but he does not count towards the top four drivers that get to go off and battle for the overall ARCS championship between A Squared and TNT. Deplorable Me is a TNT primary driver. Seth Dub 9, Rylan Pinnell, and E-Dog, all are your top four. The guys highlighted in green are capable of running that. Hopeful still are Moldy Muskrat, Jacket, and Arch Enemy can all try to take those spots. Moving on to team points. Stuart Haas has been on a mission and still continuing its dominance. Hendrick Motorsports and Roush Fenway close behind. Penske and Petty do have a little bit of ground to make up, which they can do it. But it'll be interesting to see as the field dwindles here at Dover Manufacturers Championships. We have Ford just dominating. Mainly Bossy Geo has had such a tremendous season in Penske Fords, but Stuart Haas, of course, leading the points. So, of course, you see the Fords continuously dominating this series. Just real quick, I'm going to play a quick commercial for you guys before we go live here at Dover. In just a few moments, we will be hitting the racetrack. Let's actually go ahead and pull up our schedule page. On ARCS Racing Networks, you can catch the ARCS Truck Series on Tuesdays, ARCS Xfinity on Fridays, of course, A Squared here on Sundays. Races start anywhere between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Exciting news, our Monday Night Lightning iRacing series will be caught on Twitch TV, Rick James TV 1, starting at 8 o'clock. And, of course, the voice of Thursday Night Thunder continues to call our top Tier 1 series on Thursday nights. Catch that around 8:30 Eastern on Rick James TV 1 on Twitch.
He'll sue you for copyright.
We need to do a roll call. So, boss, you here?
Yep.
Crotum.
Yeah.
Roll call is being done, so we will be live here shortly at ARCS Racing Networks. Sorry for a little bit of slowness. We're having a little bit of issues with the lovely Xbox server. So once we get going, I will be bringing you the action here. If you're interested in racing in ARCS, we have a abundance of series to race in on Xbox and on iRacing. Find us on ARCS Racing Networks at Facebook and on Twitter. Get a hold of ARCS RTP12 on Xbox, Deplorable Me 44 on Xbox, SKD 5468 on Xbox, COT_Tommy on Xbox. All of us can get you the information you need to join the Alliance Racing Championship Series. We are heading to the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. Starting on the pole is Boss E Geo winning Heat 1. It's Crotum on the outside winning Heat 2. These two have been battling it all season. Boss, our points leader, has yet to get a race win, but it looks like Dover may be his racetrack. We're about ready to go green. Hopefully I will get us green. Judging by my lap counter, they are green right now. They are heading into turn 1. Bossy Geo, unfortunately, did not get the restart the start he wanted. Falls back to second. It's Crotum up in third. It's Crotum is leading the race, ladies and gentlemen.
This is Peacock.
Describe it, please.
It's streaming.
It's for play.
It's new shows. Yeah, boy. It's your favorite shows.
It's goosebumps. Feel.
It's movies. Live sports. Live events.
Breaking news.
And exclusive originals. It's Michael. Minions. Mamma Mia.
What you're hearing on the Facebook Live was our ad for our Twitch stream, so sorry about that. But let's see if I can't get car audio going for you guys. Not sure why the car audio is not working. Gotta love technology at some points. What you're hearing on the Facebook Live was our ad for our Twitch stream, so sorry about that. But let's see if I can't get car audio going for you guys. Not sure why the car audio is not working. Gotta love technology at some points. There we go. We have car audio up and going. It's Crodum, Bossy Geo, and I believe that is the number 4 of Deplorable Me in the classic blue and white Bush. Number 4, Ford Mustang in the lead right now. Let's pop back up my lap counter real quick. We will now give you proper play-by-play. Sorry for the delay. We have 29 laps remaining in stage 1 as It's Crodum continues to dominate. Bossy Geo and Deplorable Me rounding out your top 3. Riding along with the 51 of Twisted Navy, running in the number 6 position. Lurkin Tom trying to do everything he can to chase him down. Why he is trying to, looks like he tried to chase down the number 24 of Richie C USA, now driving for Hendrick Motorsports in that 24. Congratulations. Tizzy452 says, let's go. Good luck. Go Team Penske. Tizzy452 is also known as COT Tommy, who is driving that number, or usually drives that number 2 Ford Mustang. Unfortunately, able to make it tonight. But racing continues. Let's scroll through the field, riding along with Jacket FND, who is currently running in the 9th position, trying to track down to that number 6 of Arch Enemy. Looks like Briley had a early lag out. Shame to see it. Ooh, the 53 of Jaco looks like he's been in a bit of trouble. 88 of E-Dog, who's been on a pretty good streak as of late, kind of faltering back towards the back of the field. The 43 of Prophet 2021. Let's head back up to Boss E Geo, as looks like Deplorable Me has got around him for the 2nd place. It's Crodum still continuing to dominate in that number 10 Ford Mustang. This time by, we will be at 21 laps remaining. Getting reports from the guys that tires are already starting to falter into the 70 percentile range. So these guys are really pushing it hard. As you can see, some of them are starting to get a little loose coming out of the corners. Right now, still riding along with the Bohemian Bullet, as we like to call him, hailing all the way from the Bahamas. Right along with our race leader in that beautiful number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang, as he is continuing to flex his muscles here in A squared. Looks like the number 4 and the 22 of Bossy Geo going to try to hunt down that number 10. 17 laps to go. This time by, when we cross the start-finish line, we will be at 17 laps to go. So far, a good, clean race. Ooh, it's Crotum. Gets stuck up top. That's going to give Deplorable Me and Bossy Geo a good run. Now we're going to have a battle for the lead here. Almost 3 wide as we take it into the corners. He's still stuck up on the high side. Deplorable Me gets around him as well as Bossy Geo. New race leader, the number 4 of Deplorable Me 44 in the number 4 Ford Mustang. Ford 1, 2, 3 right now, continuing their dominance in the manufacturing championship. Got a Stewart Haas car and a Team Penske car right up front. It's Crotum. Definitely looked like he had the short run car, but when it comes to the long run, it's starting to look like he's faltered a little bit as Bossy Geo gets a little loose coming out of the corner, is able to get it back in and keep the block from Crotum as we continue to hammer down here at this fun, exciting, but yet tricky racetrack. Looks like the 43 of Profit runs into a little bit of issues and is heading down pit lane. Still keeping up with this front pack. The number 4 of Deplorable Me. It looks like he's got that car planted and rocking, ladies and gentlemen. Just crossing the start-finish line. We are at 13 to go in this first stage of racing. It's Crotum falters yet again to another spot. I believe that was the 24 of Richie C USA. So used to seeing him in the 1 car, so it's a little unnerving to see him in the 24, but congratulations for him moving up to Hendrick Motorsports. Back up with our race leader, the number 4 of Deplorable Me, still rocking and rolling. You will hear DP's amazing voice on Tuesdays and Fridays for the trucks and Xfinity races. Oh, looks like Bossy Geo gets a little bit of the wall, and here comes the number 24 of Richie C USA. Gets into the back bumper a little bit. He is on fire. You could definitely tell he's got the long run car. He is not faltering near as much as some of the others, as he is now in second place, coming up here saying, hey, the Chevrolet Camaros have got something for this racetrack too. And there he goes, passes Deplorable Me for the lead. Bossy Geo also gets around him. This is some definitely good, exciting racing, in which we did not see nonetheless, all from our Tier 1 Cup guys here at above average on the ARCS Racing Network. Ooh, the number 19 of Workin' Tom gets way up into the wall as he is trying to track down It's Crotum, who is now about ready to get around. He does get around the number 4 of Deplorable Me, but number 4 takes it back. The number 19 also looking to throw his hat into the fray as he goes below. Can he make it stick? He does. It's a fight, and looks like the number 14 of Jacket FND is also up into the fray as well, all trying to battle for that top 3 position. Riding back with our race leader, the number 24 of Richie C USA. as he is starting to come up on lap traffic. Five laps remaining. Cautions are to the wind here at the Alliance Racing Championship Series. In all Xbox races at 5 to go, manual cautions are turned off. So it is a race to the finish. Three laps remain here at Dover as he's going to come around down the bend and up to the front stretch, which will lead us to 2 to go as he's trying to get around lap traffic, doing the best he can. Richie C. USA being very sportsmanlike, just kind of tailing the traffic as, ooh, gets in a bit of a stumble, almost goes back to bite him, but white flag is out. 1 lap remaining. Oh, Jacob, the 19, oh, big crash. As that will bring the end of stage out. Your new leader, Jacket FND, wins stage 1 due to a lapped car causing a bit of an issue. I know that they're probably laughing and screaming all at the same time. Definitely an interesting stage, to say the least. We will be going back green flag racing in just a few seconds. Jacket FND, the number 48 of Tristrand, It's Crotum, ARCS RTP12, and Deplorable Me 44 all round out your top 5. Twisted Navy, Lurkin Tom, Moldy Muskrat, Richie C USA, and Bossy Geo round out your top 10 here tonight at Dover for the first stage. Our good buddy Quiet in the chat says, damn indeed. That was one heck of a wreck to go on the last lap of the stage. Luckily enough, it was just a stage. Everybody's going to get reset, get some damage fixed, put on a fresh set of Goodyears, top it off with some Sunoco race fuel, and we will be going racing yet again here tonight at Dover for the Alliance Racing Championship Series A Squared Above Average Cup. Green flag is away. Jacket FND is your race leader. Tucks it in low in turn 1. As looks like the 48 of Tri-Strike gets a little loose on those new tires. Jacket FND going to do everything he can to fend off Deplorable Me 44, It's Crotum, Bossy Geo, and ARCS RTP12, who's all shown have really fast short run cars. Maybe with some adjustments they're going to see, try and get a long run car in as this battle heats up. It's Crotum back to the race lead, followed closely by Deplorable Me. Now, ooh, let's see here. I think we've got wreckage. Oh, we've got lots of cars spinning. Oh, RTP-12 is upside down. The 51 of Twisted Navy involved. Quiet says the sound is not okay, so I'm going to... I know that we will be going to a caution, and I will try and get this sound back up and going. All right, we are back. I will, next time we get another green flag, if we get a green flag, see if I can't figure out this audio problem that I seem to be plagued with tonight. The number 48 of Trace Grant, your new race leader for the first time tonight, but that is short-lived, as the 48 of, or 80, or 22 of Boss Geo gets around him in a hurry. Let's see if we can't catch up with that lead pack. That looks like the 41 of Cody Muskrat is now in play as the race leader. The number 41 of Moldy Muskrat out to a good lead for the first time tonight. Bodie Muskrat still continues to dominate as we will scroll through the field to see where the action is. 41 still being scored as our race leader, to no surprise. The number 10 of its Crotum back up to second. Bossy Geo in third. Once again, Fords take 1, 2, 3 here at Dover as we are dwindling down this stage little by little. 64 laps remaining in stage 2. This time we will see green flag pit stops. Field window is right about what the first stage was, about 25 to 27 laps is how much fuel we're going to see. In this 200-mile race here at Dover. Looks like Working Tom is trying to make a move on Boss E Geo for that third spot. Boss E Geo doing everything he can to fend him off, but Working gets the low line. Can he make it around the Bohemian Bullet? As, ooh, those could get into a little bit of a tangle, but able to keep it saved. As they race on, clean saves, so no caution, no issue. Working Tom now in the top 3, going to do everything he can to try and track down those 2 youngsters up front. The kid, Moldy Muskrat, and the young man that is on fire here at ARCS, who's probably got more race wins than anybody else between Xfinity Truck and Cup this year. It's Crotum. Number 24 of Richie C USA has made his way back into the top 5 after that unfortunate heartbreak at the end of stage 1. Bossy Geo looks to get around Working Tom yet again to fight and vie for that 3rd position. Can he keep it stuck? Working Tom stuck to the outside, looking to try and get underneath him. But Bossy Geo sticks it right there on that black line where he wants to be. .57 laps remain as some of the field is starting to get spread out, but some of the field is starting to bunch back up. Let's get back up to its Crotum to see how he's faring, tracking down our race leader, Moldy Muskrat, in the 41 Haas Tool Ford Mustang. Right around in this middle pack where number 7 all the way back to 11 are all right here together. in the next 10 to 15 laps, we're going to start seeing fuel stops as fuel is going to be... Ooh! The number 51 of Twisted Navy gets shoved down to the wall, but continues driving, almost goes right back up into the number 14 of Jacket. 88 of E-Dog just barely escapes that mess. Looks like those guys are having a hard time trying to keep a hold of those poor-handling race cars at the moment. Back up to the battle between Bossy, Geo, and Lurk and Tom. These two have been duking it out all stage long. Ooh, Lurk and Tom gets loose. It is down into the wall. Looks like everybody made it clear. That is a tough break for Lurk and Tom, as he had a tremendous race car. Hopefully he doesn't fall too far back. He's back up and going. Hopefully he can stick it out until we start making pit stops. Ooh! The number 12 of Ryan Pinnell hit into the wall. Tristan in the 48 goes to avoid him. Back up to the... Ooh, looks like we got some cars getting a little bit loose and battling going on. The number 6 of Barchetto. The 48 is around. The 14 up into the wall. Let's catch back up to our race leader, Moldy Muskrat, to see if he checks up in turn 1. If that will bring it. Ooh, as the 41 almost hits the 48. But looks like the green flag is still flying here at Dover. Tough break for the 48 of Tri-Strand as he got really loose and kicked it into the wall. These cars are starting to become a bear to handle as the tires are down into the 40s and 50 percentile range on the right side by what I'm getting from team reports right now. About 7 to 8 laps remaining on fuel. We will probably start seeing green flag pit stops coming shortly. The 41 and the 10 have definitely checked out. 44 laps remain as we are starting to see a few cars hand over fist go into pit lane. 40 laps to go in the second stage. Ooh, you can definitely see these cars starting to become a bear to handle as the leaders are doing everything they can to hold on to these race cars. Let's scroll up through the field. The 53 of Jaco in the pits, looking to get some tires and some of that damage fixed under green. Scrotum and Moldy Muskrat out to a commanding lead. Looks like the leaders are heading down pit road, trying to get them stopped so they do not get that dreaded penalty. Both cars still being scored as the leader, as a lot of the cars are starting to come down pit road. Here in just a second, I will be able to tell you who is being scored as our race leader, as 41 laps remain here in stage 2. The number 43 and looks like the number 40 or the number 4 are heading down pit road. Everybody is starting to make their way into the pits. These crews are going to have to do everything they can to get them in and off of pit road as fast as they can. I'm showing the 51 of Twisted Navy being scored as your race leader at this moment. But he is about ready to head down pit road. I am going to squeeze up to, let's see if I can't find Moldy Muskrat and its Scrotum. See where they come out at. 51 still showing as your race leader at the moment as he is in pit road. Up to our race leader, the number 10, it's Scrotum, now leading the race. The number 10 continuing to dominate. No one anywhere near. Unfortunately, the number 4 is being scored as a lap down. Let's take a ride with Jacket FND as he is trying to do everything he can to hunt down the number 12, fighting 6th and 7th positions respectively. .30 laps remain in stage 2. 28 or 27 laps remain here in stage 2. They are falling and falling quick as only 7 cars are technically on the lead lap. 8 cars. But what I'm being scored right now. Looks like the number 10 is playing it very sportsmanlike, just kind of tailing the number 4, so in case something happens and a caution comes out, the number 4 stays on that lead lap. Also maybe helping him fuel save as well. But the 10 looks to get around him. Three laps remain in this second stage of Dover. Definitely a much longer stage than the first. But that's how NASCAR planned it. That's how we do it. As you can see, the number 10 of Vince Prodom trying to hunt down the number 7 spot of Jacket FND, as Jacket FND is going to do everything he can to hold on in front of that car for 22 laps to stay on this lead lap. Laps remain. The number 17 or the number 14 going to do everything he can to fend off that super fast number 10 as we continue racing. We're already sharing reports that some guys may not make it on fuel. Tires are already starting to falter into the 60 percentile range. These cars are becoming a handful, but the number 10 gets around the 14, another victim. That leaves 6 cars on the lead lap at the moment. This race has definitely taken its toll on some of these drivers, as we thought it would, but it's Prodom still continuing to dominate. Oh, looks like the number 4 is around, but safe. He was able to wait for the other drivers to get around him. Sent back up to our race leader as he is hunting down ARCS RTV12. El Presidente of the Alliance Racing Championship Series, Mr. Ryan Pennell himself, is now doing everything he can to stay on this lead lap here at Dover. six to the high side, lets the race leader by. Now, only 5 cars remain here on this lead lap. Laps will remain as the number 10 will cross the finish line. As looks like he's into traffic. Some cars are having a little bit of trouble. He's probably like, oh dear, but was able to get around them cleanly. Not sure what cars were on the lead lap or not. Should be 10 laps to go this time by. As the number 10 starts running into traffic, I do know that Richie C USA is being scored in second place. But a huge distance. But right now, the number 10 still continues to dominate as he's running into more traffic as he continues putting cars lap after lap after lap down here at Dover. This time by, we should be at 6 laps, but oh, it's Crotum coming down pit road. This is going to give a lot of cars opportunities to try and get their laps back. I'm waiting to see who will be scored as the new race leader, as it's Crotum went down pit road with only 6 laps remaining. I'm scoring the number 22 of Boss E Geo as your race leader, as Richie C USA also goes down pit road. E-Dog 88 down pit road as well. Bossy Geo being scored as your race leader at 5 laps to go. Cautions are off. Probably a judgment call, thinking that there was going to be a caution, but didn't put enough fuel in the cars. Boss E Geo is good to go on fuel. He will lead this race. Oh, but here comes, it's Crotum to try and take back the race lead. No, he took back his lap. It's Crotum had to take back his lap. Ooh, Bossy Geo being swallowed up by the guys on fresh tires, but still being scored as our race leader. 3 laps to go this time by. As Bossy Geo crosses the start-finish line, we are at 2 laps to go. Still being scored as our race leader, but he is losing ground and losing ground fast. Oh, as the 88 of E-Dog down into the grass almost gets into our race leader, but able to make sure to stay off of him. This time by, as Bossy Geo looks like he is going to have to go down pit road with only 1 lap remaining. That puts I'm scoring ARCS RTP12 Ryan Pinnell as your race leader. And stage 2 winner. Congratulations, ARCS RTP12, for winning that stage. Twisted Navy, the number 51, the 14 of Jacket FND. Working Tom Gaming in 4th. It's Crotum rounded out your top 5. Strategies definitely came into play as a surprise new race leader and stage winner, Ryan Pinnell of Team Penske in that number 12 car. Tri-Strand in 6, Moldy Muskrat in 7th, Richie C USA in 8, Bossy Geo in 9th, all on the lead lap. E-Dog 8829, The Prophet Sideways are all showing 2 laps down. So we're going to have 9 cars on the lead lap, as we've got 82 laps to go in stage 3, the final stage, the money stage. The number 12 of RTP12 goes out to a good start. The number 14 of Jacket FND in 2nd, but not for long. There is a horde of cars behind him. But off to a good start. It looks like they are starting to... Nope, they're not wrecking. They're just a tad bit slow. Riding along with the 41 of Muskrat in the 3rd position, trying to fend off all those angry Hornets behind him. The number 19 of Working Tom in 2nd place. The number 10 of It's Crotum right behind Moldy Muskrat. 77 laps remain in this final stage of racing. ARCS RTP12, the president, the man, Ryan Pinnell leading the charge as these guys are starting to fight tooth and nail here at Dover. Looks like we've already got 1 victim already. Looked like that was the 48 of Tri-Strand. Something must have happened to him. He is down for the count. Back up to the fight for basically the top 3. Oh, sorry, the lead. I'm scoring Workin' Tom Gaming as your race leader, but looks like everybody is checking up. So that'll bring out the caution. Looks like everybody will be going down pit road. Let's see if I can't score a quick word with ARCS RTP12. Ryan Pinnell, it's SKD in the booth. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, what a heck of a stage 2 win out of strategy.
Yeah, man. I actually stayed out the first round of green flag pit stops. Stayed out an extra lap, and I knew that on the second run, if it stayed green, I was going to be really close. So I saved a little bit up front, and then just let her eat after that, man. And everybody else had to come down pit road, so it worked out for us. Got that stage 2 win. There's definitely a lot of fast cars out here, so we're going to have to play some strategy if we want to take home the win tonight. But it's looking like we're not having a whole lot of cautions, so I think this is the second one of the evening. So we'll see what happens as we come around to do the choose cone here.
All right, well, good luck to you. Choose right, and I will throw you back into the chat.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Wise words from our fearless leader, ARCS RTP12, as Workin' Tom Gaming leads this race. And let's just talk about how big of a trooper Workin' Tom is. This afternoon, he has not been feeling good at all, and guess what? He is here leading this race. So that's why he is our previous Thursday Night Thunder champion and one of the best ARCS has to offer, Workin' Tom. Choose code has been enacted. They will be coming around at this time by for green flag racing here yet again. Green flag flies here at Dover for our Sunday A Squared Cup Series. Workin' Tom Gaming takes a good lead here as the number 10 of its program looks to hunt him down. The rest of the field looking pretty clean and smooth through the turns as we complete yet another lap here at Dover. Laps remain here in the final stage of racing. Step away from the mic for a second, but looks like Moldy Muskrat got around the number 19 of Workin' Tom as the number 10 tries to do so. Quick shout out Tizzy452 which is COT Tommy says, let's go 22, cheering for... Oh, looks like we got a car around, a couple cars around. They are still wrecking. The 53 of Jaco, the 43 of Profit. Not sure who else was involved. But that is going to bring out our third yellow flag of the night. The number 22 of Bossy Geo caught up in that mess. What a race we got going on here tonight. Let's just all see. Looks like we got a couple cars staying out to try and get their laps back. Of Profit, another car staying out to try and get a few of his laps back. To our race leader as we get ready for the choose code. Moldy Muskrat hangs on to the lead. ARCS RTV 12, Ryan Pinnell in second, working Tom Gaming in third. We'll call him the Terminator, sick as a dog, was complaining about an upset stomach and is still racing here tonight because this is how much A squared and being a tier 1 driver means to most of these races. The number 51 of Twisted Navy will follow working Tom up to the high side. Choose code has been enacted. This time by, we will let the green flag fly. Looks like we are doing one more parade lap. "61 laps to go. We are on lap 140 of 200. Get them bunched up 2 by 2. About ready to hit the restart zone. Moldy will count it down. Green flag flies here again at Dover. Moldy Muskrat leading the charge in that number 41 Ford Mustang. The number 19 working Tom in the Bass Pro Shops Toyota in second. ARCS RTV 12 respectively in third. Coming into turn 3. Ooh, the number 41 gets a little loose. Going to open up the door for Lurkin Tom. As the rest of the field still looks like they're battling tooth and nail back there. "58 laps remain here for our A Squared Cup Series. Lurkin Tom Gaming goes way loose down below the wall. That is going to cost him as the number 41 of Moldy Muskrat pulls away. Let's head. Oh, looks like the number 3 and the 48 get tangled up a little bit. And I believe they are wrecking back there. Looks like the 43 of the Prophet caught up in that. Let's head up to our race leader. See if he checks up or not. Indeed, big checkup indeed. So the caution flag will yet again fly here. Everybody sure to be going down pit road. Number 48 of Tri-Strand going to stay out. The number 6 of Arch Enemy going to stay out to try and get their laps back. We'll play a quick commercial for you folks. We are back. Sorry for the confusion. Moldy Muskrat still leading this charge, followed closely by... Looks like Orcatom Gaming has got around the number 10 of its Crotum. This time by, we will be at 47 laps remaining here at Dover for our above average A² Cup Championship as Moldy Muskrat still continues to rock and roll. Working Tom still trying to get underneath the kid in the number 41 of Moldy Muskrat. It's Crotum just sitting there right behind, trying to creep up on Working Tom and Moldy Muskrat as they continue to show dominance in this final. Coming to the line, 43 laps to go here in the final stage. Moldy Muskrat, Working Tom, and It's Crotum are in your top three. Oh, the number 48 of Tristrand gets around. Head back up to the race leaders to make sure that wasn't a caution-worthy event. Following It's Crotum in third. They're on the backstretch heading to the start-finish line. Working Tom Gaming leading the charge right now. But we are still full speed ahead. 41 laps remain here at Dover as Working Tom Gaming, now your race leader over Moldy Muskrat, the young kid out of Missouri, trying to take it to the champ, the long season veteran, and probably one of the best ARCS has to offer. Top starting to feel the wear and tear on those tires. So is Moldy Muskrat as these guys are fighting every corner at this monster mile, but doing a superb job as the rest of the group is just faltering behind little by little. Oldie Muskrat gets back around the number 19 as we are going to start seeing a couple guys maybe try and short pit. Getting team reports that only about maybe 9 to 12 laps left to fuel. 35 laps remain here at Dover. Rick James TV1 says cars a little too loud. We've been having audio problems with the cars earlier. The sound was not there, then it was there, then it wasn't there. Just kind of fighting technical bugs all night. So I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, tuning in. 34 laps to go. Anywhere between 9 to 10 laps of fuel remaining for a lot of these drivers. We'll be seeing green flag pit stop soon. Let's head back up to our... Ooh, there's a little bit of action happens right in front of me as the middle pack still fighting for position. This is your top 10 basically all right here in this little funnel. Bossy, Geo, Jacket, FND, the 51 of Twisted Navy, and the number 4 of Deplorable Me all fighting for between 5 and 10. Back up to our race leader, Moldy Muskrat, as he's about ready to start hitting lap traffic of the number 48 of Tristan, who we saw a few laps back spit her out, not causing a caution, so we stayed green. Huge shout out to Rick James at TV1, who is sharing ARCS Racing Network on his page. Catch Rick James TV1 for a lot of awesome racing action between Thursday Night Thunder, coming soon, Monday Night Lightning iRacing here at ARCS. Got ENEA along with NNR. Catch Rick James live at Rick James TV1. Moldy Muskrat still continuing the charge where a lot of guys are shooting down pit road. This is where strategy is going to come into play. How long can these guys stay out on these old tires, as everybody who is short pitting is going to be on fresh, newer tires, and is going to start picking up and making up a lot of ground in a hurry. Moldy Muskrat coming down pit road. It's Crodum decided to stay out. I believe he will be scored as your race leader, as he now shoots down pit road. New race leader is ARCS. Ooh, the number 6 of Arch Enemy has spun out and down into the wall. But ARCS RTP12 is being scored as your current race leader. And he was our Stage 2 winner due to strategy, so you know he is on his game tonight. $25 laps remain. More and more drivers are shooting down pit road. Twisted Navy, the number 51, will now be scored as your race leader and leading this race for the second time tonight. The number 51 of Twisted Navy in that Rowdy Energy Toyota. Strategy definitely coming into play here tonight. "23 laps remain. "51 coming down pit road. Looks like Boss E Geo following suit. The 51 of Twisted Navy still being scored as your race leader. Now, Moldy Muskrat has taken the lead due to awesome strategy by the kid. Number 14 of Jacket FND is showing a lap down, so he's going to try and battle to stay out in front of him for his lap as the number 41 takes back the lead with 19 laps to go. Catch up with Workin' Tom Gaming, who is in second place, battling off its Protum for third. As they are starting to catch up with the 41 of Moldy Muskrat. Now we've got a three-way battle going on for the lead. The three guys who have just put on a clinic are right here duking it out with less than 20 laps to go this time by. The number 10 gets around the 41 along with the 19. New race leader, it's Protum, leads this race yet again. Working Tom not far behind Moldy Muskrat. Not sure if he's just having a little bit of trouble holding on to the car or if he's trying to use a little bit of strategy. May not make it to the end. It's anybody's guessing game as we come to the start-finish line with 13 laps remaining. along with our race leader. Ooh, as he gets a little loose going into the turn, about ready to start running into traffic. This is where Lurkin Tom does what he does best, kind of lurks behind him and looks for the opening. And you will try to see Lurkin Tom try to make a move and stick it, but it's Crotum, one of the best when it comes to having a fast, loose race car, and you can definitely tell the car is loose as he gets around his first lap traffic, as looks like Lurkin Tom may get stuck behind him for just a second. Eight laps remain. 3 more laps, and the cautions will be turned off. TexPelt88 says Ford power. Indeed, Fords have been dominant all season long, just leading the charge in the manufacturer's points. Not to mention Stewart Haas Racing leads the team points. We've got a Ford who's leading the championship, who's Team Penske, the number 22 of Boss E Geo. But right now, let's focus on the top performing Ford of its Crotum, as he's about ready to track down the number 14 of Jacket FND. Lurkin Tom and Moldy Muskrat look to be losing ground. 6 laps remaining here at Dover for our A Squared Cup. Cautions are off and to the wind, ladies and gentlemen. So from here on out, it is green flag racing no matter what happens. Four laps remain. Ooh, Crotum gets a little sideways as he gets into the apron a little bit, but able to recover and keep it going. Two laps to go. Next time by, we will be waving the white flag as its Crotum continues to dominate. Lurkin Tom nowhere to try to capitalize on any mistake. Crotum takes the white flag as he makes his final lap here at Dover to try and claim another win here in A Squared. Checkered flag flies. It's Crotum takes first. Moldy Muskrat in second. Looks like Richie C. USA made his way up to third. Bossy Geo in fourth. E-Dog 8829 in fifth. Sixth position, Twisted Navy. Lurkin Tom Gaming, ARCS RTP 12, Deplorable Me 44, and Jacket FND round out your top 10. Give us just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, and we will get our race winner, our second place finisher, and our third place finisher in the booth for an interview. Here live from the ARCS Racing Network's podium, we have our third place finisher, Richie C. USA, for the first time in a long time, back in the number 24 car. Richie, well, that was a mess, wasn't it, buddy?
That was crazy. I guess they say at the end there, right place at the right time, and was able to kind of maneuver through the craziness, come home with the top three. But definitely was shooting for a top five, maybe top 10. You know, Dover's not my best track, but hey, man, I'll take a top three.
Definitely, especially, still on that high from winning Talladega. So glad to see you back up here and glad to see you make the move to the number 24.
24.
All right, coming up to our runner-up, a man who is definitely capable of being here, but usually has internet issues. But internet was no issue for you, Mr. The Kid, Moldy Muskrat.
Yeah, man. What could have been? For that pit stop, I was leading, but I had a suspicion that there was going to be a bunch of people take two, so I took two, and then no one else took two, and everyone took four, and it was just too much, and I had nothing for Crotum or Lurkin, so I was just gonna settle for third, but then Lurkin out of nowhere ran out of fuel on the last lap, and I was telling him to go high, and he just kind of stayed there, and I plowed into the back of him and collected Ryan. I kind of robbed Ryan of a podium, so that sucks, but guess I'll take the P2.
Absolutely, always a pleasure seeing you on track, and getting that second place definitely helps Stuart Haas in the standings as you guys continue to dominate. Now to our race winner, a man who I think I interview at least twice a week, Mr. It's Crotum. Once again, you are just showing your dominance, man. For such a, young kid, you just go out here and whoop up on these guys. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it was kind of laid back at the first two. Those first two stages, I really didn't pay attention, and it was really a fuel save kind of situation. And then the first stage, I kind of had to putt more than the others, and came home fifth. Second stage, we did the same thing, except for I short pitted, took two, and came home fifth. And then that last stage, I mean, I felt like I was top three, but I mean, I had the speed to be up front, but that was just so inconsistent. The car balance was horrible, and then that last pit stop, I don't know what happened. I know Larkin had some damage, and obviously Moldy made a mistake on his pit call, took two, and kind of just worked my way through those two. And then at the end, I don't know if Larkin just didn't take enough fuel or just ran out, but ended up coming home first after that good move by us, and we won. So it was good.
Definitely making your mark here in A squared. You'll be able to catch its Crotum on not only Sundays here in A squared, but he's continuing his dominance. So get ready for the playoffs. You get to go tackle a road course this week.
I can't wait.
Now bringing in our fearless leader for final words from our president, Mr. Ryan Pinnell.
I'm good. I don't have any comments.
No comments today? All right, moving on to our schedule. Catch ARCS Racing Networks Tuesdays for our truck series, Fridays Xfinity, of course here on Sundays you will find A squared. Tune in to twitch.tv/RickJamesTV1. Thursdays at 8:30 for Thursday Night Thunder, the other premier Cup series, and starting in just another week, ARCS iRacing Monday Night Lightning goes to Rick James starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. This is SK from ARCS Racing Network here with the rest of the admins that I want to thank yet again. ARCS RTP12, Ryan Pinnell. You have Deplorable Me 44, COT Tommy, Lurkin Tom, Elliot Longenecker, and Cody Pinnell, who work tirelessly to give us the shows that we see here at ARCS Racing Network.